begins, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in wondering what on earth is going on here as they sit in last place at 0-7.
And it's really difficult to report to work every day with that type of a losing streak looming over you. How do you break out of it? And you're looking at each other to try and figure it out.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A carry for Adams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Corey Davis, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 180. I got you, pump. I got you. Alert. 3 down. Hey, gun. Check point. Watching you. I got you. Mark 55.
Now the 5th-year man from South Dakota State. This is Zach Zenner. And he is going to be stopped cold by... behind the line of scrimmage. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
21. Here we go. 21. No.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got this.
They'll give this to Bell running right. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11. Check. Hey, gun.
Now Bell. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
White.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
I got you.
A 2nd down run for Zinner. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, gun. White. Flag.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. They'll run it with Bell. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go. 180! Watch it, check down. I got you. Lock! Hey, gun. Motion.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during the ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13. Team plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there, but here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
That's fielded in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And Davis has it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a play fake here on first down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Stafford, and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but now it's 3rd and goal. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Here's a carry for Oliver. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, gun.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Eddie Goldman able to record his 5th sack of the season. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So good starting field position for him here as they come up. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Stafford. Well, the pressure gets to him again. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Christian Kirk deep to return it. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
I got you.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
65. 11. Hey, Zoo.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what...
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
21. Hey, high 7. Rush in. Watch twins. Watch 12.
From the 31, Garoppolo. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Hey, gun. He's mine.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Don't get nervous. Mike 55. Check 55.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
34.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Zenner, a 1st down carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it with Bell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Le'Veon Bell. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's Bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Here we go, here we go. It's 3rd down and 12. You better bring it.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Hey, check Mike 34.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy. Now Stafford. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Telvin Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They run the counter. It's Adams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. From the 39, Garoppolo, and completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he... was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Everyone's
Garoppolo again. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
I got this.
They'll go for it with Bell. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game. But lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins. 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching it? Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Telvin Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Stafford. This is caught. It's Cooks. Brandon Cooks. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Brandon Cooks. 87 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2. Hey, gun.
On second and 12, Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
11.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Exit. Check in.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down 24-20. A minute 15 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.